Hello guys, today we're gonna solve this question. We're gonna practice our two pointers. It will be container with the most water. You're given integer array height with length n. There are n vertical lines drawn such that the two endpoints of the ith line are I0 and I height I. Find the two lines together that forms the x-axis. Find two lines together with the x-axis forms a container, such that the container will contain the most water. Return the maximum amount of water that the container can store. For the first example, we have 186254837. And what happens here is the height will be 49, and this is because the vertical line are represented by the array 1. In this case, the max area of the blue section contains max area of the water that contains is 49. And how do they calculate the area though? I'm assuming that they take such that the two endpoints are ith line are I0 and I height. So let's see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be 8 times 7, 50. No, but it's 49. In this case. And if the height is 1 and 1, then we just return 1. Let's think about this. The vertical lines are... Okay, so what I'm thinking right now is we have two pointers right now. We have a pointer at the very end, and we have the pointer at the very start. And then here we'll have 7 and 1. And we're gonna calculate the area. Actually, I did look at this question before and tried it in the past. Before actually learning more about neetcode, and I assumed that they squared the numbers instead. So if it's 7 and 1, we'll square the lower one to get the total volume. Which, I mean, they only give us one case, so then we'll never know. Let's just do this. We'll just create so that we'll take the very first position, the very end position, and then we'll multiply it by let's think. If you want the length of those two positions, so that it will be the right pointer minus the left pointer. That would be actually the distance, the length of that. So then with that we can calculate with the lower bound of the index if it's left or if it's the right index, which is lower than, or which is the lower bound one. And then we'll calculate and save that calculation, and then we'll keep on iterating through it until the two pointers are beside each other or equal. Okay. So we're gonna initialize the variable, so then we can actually do that, and then we have to initialize the two pointer variables now. So it left can be 0, oops, and then int right would be std, no. But int, so we take the static cast of an int std size height minus 1 because right now it will be 1 plus, and it will be just, unless, no, because the size would be, what's it called, and there's no that index in it. Okay, and now let's do a while loop because we had to loop through the whole thing each time. So then what would our condition be? While the left pointer is less than or equal to the right pointer. Surely, because if they're less, because we're gonna increment and decrement, or increase the left one and decrease the right one, so that eventually they will converge. Okay. Then let's see for the next one. Next line. So then we got that. We can create a function to calculate if you would want to, but I don't know if that's the best practice or not. Because if we're gonna be calculating so much, we'll decide that later. Okay, so we have left and right, and now we're gonna check which element is greater and which element is lesser. So if we do switch in case, surely not. So then we're actually taking, now we're looking at the values themselves. Left, or if height of left is less than, and and I think there's a case where if they're both equal, we're just gonna take we'll take the right one instead. So if less than the height of right, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do about it? If this is the case, if the left is less than the right, so that we know we take the left side and we multiply it by the length of the array, and the length of the array would equal the right minus the left. Yeah, so we can actually initialize this right here. Actually, I think it'd be better. Oh my god, sorry. Int length, and then this length would just, every time we'll calculate this length, every time we calculate, or every time we move the pointer, we'll just calculate the length to right minus left. Okay. Okay, and so then we have this, and we'll calculate. So if the left is less than, we do if and now we have to calculate if what's it called? If left, what's it called? Sorry, height of left. Oops, that's not you. We need to. Sorry, I'm trying to think if we could do this as a ternary operator, or if we just do regular if statements instead. And I think regular if statements would be better, right? Because if so first we need to calculate. I was thinking of keeping variable calculate too, but then it'll be bad practice because we're gonna allocate that or that variable into max, and then it's about the memory. Why'd you forget though? Okay, so then if your left, right, left times the length, and then I know what to do. If is greater than max. Wait a second. We don't need to do this. Okay, x. Actually, watch this. Actually, I do need that bracket, right? So then if this is greater than the maximum, then we will do oh, never mind. Okay, we're gonna just do this. Calc would be on the height left times the length. What is that max do calc? Nothing else. And if that's not true, else what would be true is this instead. It's the same line as right instead. The right side pointer, right? Yep. Oh, and then after we do this, we need to increment the pointer. So then, because left is a smaller one, we'll do left plus plus left. Because the right's less bigger or smaller one, we'll do minus minus right. And after this whole shebang, we'll do return x. Okay, let's run NFC. I'm pretty sure I just need these over these. If not, then I need to review my ternary operation. Is that not how you do the? Oh, never mind. It's over here. Oopsies. You're right. You're right. It's my bad. Oh. Oh. I actually didn't expect to pass it. Let's go, guys. Let's go. I don't know if I mean, let's think. So in theory, I think my thing would have to only increment, or it goes the full length because we're still checking both ones, right? We're still incrementing from the bottom and from the top, and then